on October 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I was in French class learning what passé, composé avec être was for our test that was happening the next day. And at that very same time, the year-long awaited game-changing Animal Crossing 2.0 update was being announced. So I did what any reasonable person who has smart priorities would do, and I watched the direct. And dear viewer, let me tell you, I was screaming internally. And any other time I probably would have actually screamed. And included would be running to my uninterested Animal Crossing brother and annoyed him with the release of BREWSTER, Whole Marketplace, kapp'n, Happy Home Paradise, and FROGGY CHAIR. But can we just take a moment to appreciate what's been gifted to us? BREWSTER, Marketplace, kapp'n, Happy Home Paradise, FROGGY CHAIR, and yet still so much more. Nintendo, I know that in the past I've probably said some unfavorable attitude towards you, but you know, that's just non-BREWSTER Vanessa talking. Oh, and so I always had a plan to make a video for when BREWSTER and said inevitably came out, because I just knew, my influence in Animal Crossing, once I make a video predicting and explaining what I want in it, it's just gonna happen. So, I came prepared for this video. During class, I took pictures of times that I was extremely impressed with what was happening. So let's take a little break and play a little slideshow of this. I call this one the calm before the storm. Oh, and this was when I first spotted BREWSTER. Okay, but guys, do you know how much I would pay to have these cups in real life? They have the Roost logo on it. On the cup. And then, I just took this photo because I thought yes to having coffee with Mabel and Sable. And this one was because I just thought it looked funny. One word. kapp'n. And so in New Leaf, I didn't really play on the island or how you were supposed to. I just hung out on Main Street a lot because I loved the grocery store and the hairdressers and Club LOL. But I'm really, really excited about this marketplace. Now, I don't know a lot about it, but I think it's the closest we're gonna get. And I mean, it just seems really, really fun. Now this is what I'm looking for. So I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I play every day from 7 to 8 a.m. And at the same time, I always time traveled and made sure my videos were being recorded at that time, because I think the lighting in the summer, which was when I was doing most of my recording, it's just to die for. But the only thing is, Close, the villager, which I hate with a passion, he goes to sit in front of my house every day at that time, and when I did intros and all, it was just so annoying. So this is a lifesaver. Now, I went from having to throw my items out at the start of the game, then not filling up any of my storage with a 1,000 capacity limit, and now we have 5,000? I'm just glad at least Nintendo is overcompensating for us. I swear to God, I'm so glad that they made stoves have actual functions, because not only am I hyped about the food itself, but actually having my character walk up to the stove, put a pan up, see the fire ignite, it's just wow. The max number of inclines and bridges are increased. Only around 1 month ago, I demolished a $100,000 bell incline because I needed another one in a different space that was a different design. So in hindsight, this is amazing. But perfect, I mean, it's fine though. Intentional flex, I'm an 80 millionaire, so I guess it doesn't really do anything to me. And yeah, so that's all the photos I got, but I mean, explanation of Happy Home Paradise. I, Vanessa, say this with 100% pride that growing up, I was a DS kid. I had the DS Lite, I had the 3DS, and I had like 10 million different games. Now one of them was New Leaf, which was the very first Animal Crossing game that I picked up. But the other one was Happy Home Designer. It's actually, I would like to say that's one of the catalysts for my love of design, but I didn't play it that much. It was just like purely the very, very start of it. Okay, this isn't Animal Crossing related, but over time I shifted my focus from interior design into architecture. But I still have a soft spot for it. You see, the Happy Home franchises forces you to think differently. Everything is basically provided to you, only you have to put it together. And after that, you get to see your work, and it's not just how it looks, but you get a visual representation of your effort and all the time and tribulations that you faced in it. You get to say, I built that, I designed that. For me, I just love that sense of accomplishment after you achieve something. It's unlike anything else. It's one of the reasons why I've wanted to be an architect since I was 8. While New Horizons by itself probably has the best design functions the franchise has ever faced, this just goes above and beyond. With the added function of accent walls, hanging decorations, new items, Happy Home Paradise couldn't come at a better time. Yes, it's $33 for an extra part of the game that isn't even necessary. But, I mean, it's a must-have. Yes, I did just buy it before recording this video, and yes, I haven't actually played it, and this is the first time going through it. But, have you seen the Paradise planning team? Like, they're so cute. Now in the future, look forward to possible design playthrough of Happy Home Paradise, if you guys like it. I mean, it just seems really fun, and on my end, I mean, there's so much more Animal Crossing storyline instead of just me rambling about my favorite teas. I mean, like, no hate to that video. It's just I don't know how long I can talk about tea without going insane. Now, I know this video is very brief and basically probably just explained information that you've already learned of, because this is probably going to be coming out like 2 or 3 weeks after the actual update's released. But I sort of gotta go work on tech homework right now. Basically, it's this class where you build and design things. Look, it called my name, okay? Designing is just my thing.